So we have a high here at the beginning of the day. We go from, so like there's this resistance level. It's a little difficult to determine based on the devil card correlation right at the open, but the Princess of Swords does indicate a resistance level that we should fall from and then return to in the not too distant future. It's hard to tell if it's going to be a big move higher into the resistance and the high, or if there's like a drop out of it and then a return back to. I think we probably have like a move into the high and then a drop afterwards, with the high probably taking place around 10 o'clock. I think it's probably a move up into key resistance to a high, and then we have a drop, like a pop, and then a drop out of it, the drop taking us into a low. Yeah, and my sense is that fake out, the devil card indicating a fake out, that fake out's probably this breakout that we have as the high card. So like a breakout to the high, making it look like we're going to go higher, instead we turn around. Guys, if you're new to the channel, it's unlimited questions. This is a regular time. We do live streams on Monday mornings, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. now. We also do 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Thursdays, Tuesdays and Fridays, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's all regular scheduled time. Sometimes we do some extra ones outside of that time frame. But if you're interested in asking questions, like I said, it's unlimited questions. You just got to be a member of the channel. So you go to our YouTube channel, Tarot for Traders, and sign up. Click the join button. Sign up as a supporter. $50 a month gets you access to these live streams to ask any questions you want. If you're new to the channel, I recommend checking out some of our videos, watching some of our streams. You'll find, I don't need to tell you about my accuracy. My accuracy will speak for itself. So let's see what happens. We're going to check out NVDA today and TSLA. If my keyboard wants to work, what the heck? All right, I gotta fix my keyboard, guys. One sec. So we're going to take a look at TSLA, NVDA, and then do questions and answers at the end. I'll let you guys know about a special offer. There's only 7 days left on this special offer. Well, that definitely looks like a fake out to me as well. So that could be the devil card energy right there. But we had this decline from resistance, and it looks like we've come all the way back to resistance there. Super, super quick Princess of Swords. That might be one of the quickest Princess of Swords I've ever seen. In 4 minutes, we went from the resistance back down and then back. And then remember, we're going to go from a high here around 10 o'clock down to a low. Yeah, this is another one where we didn't come down quite as low as I expected. People may or may not have gotten into a long position there. But this is one that definitely looks bullish moving forward into the end of the month, except maybe the last day of the month. But we probably have some pretty serious highs here in the last few days of the month. But I guess the first 2 days of the week, we should see some pretty significant swings. Interesting, we've got the Princess of Swords here appearing prominently. As far as the trade, my sense is if we get another opportunity up here at like 569, or we might even go a little bit higher around 10 o'clock, if we're not early on the sequence of events. If that happens, I would say there's opportunity to open up a short there, and you close the short for a day trade here around 1 to 2 o'clock. if you miss that opportunity, it's risky. You possibly have opportunity at the end of the day around the close, but I wouldn't wait for that opportunity. The main trade, however, is to open up a long position for a multi-day swing. See this Empress here, Empress here at the low, indicating that tomorrow we probably see a lower price level at least in the morning. Excuse me. He's such a good boy, Hermes. You know? He's such a good boy. Also take a look at Amazon. But first, let's take a look at our Tesla reading, see where we're at with that. Yeah, this one looks like it's going to end up bearish today, kind of mixed tomorrow. And then there's a pretty big move to the upside on Wednesday, probably towards the end of the day. And this one looks like it's probably bullish there towards the end of the week, but on like the 30th or maybe even the 27th, we should head south again. The October reading for Tesla is already out, guys. If you have early access, you already saw that. Probably see it without early access at this point. But there's more October readings coming out, a ton more October readings coming out this week. Amazon, Tesla, NVDA, all tickers that that we cover on our monthly access subscription. You have access to these live updated trading view charts and Discord trade alerts as part of the early access subscription for these tickers specifically. This one looks a little bit more tricky this week. There's a pretty sharp drop again at the end of the week off of possibly a high there. so that's what it looks like. We've got like this, like kind of mixed early on in the week, bullish towards the center, and then a drop off of some high in a lot of these equities that we're looking at for September right now. Yeah, but that high is probably there on the 26th. We have a high here on the 23rd. There's also pretty some possibilities, some notable troughs here on Tuesday and Wednesday. But then there's a pretty big move to the upside on the 26th into a high. It looks like maybe again on the 27th. It's possible based on cross-reading congruencies. If you're just joining us, guys, we've covered S&P 500, we've covered Tesla, NVDA, and Amazon. You can catch all of those when we end this live stream. You'll be able to watch the beginning if you're interested in those tickers. We also cover those as part of our monthly Ask Us subscription. That's on like a live trading, Discord trading kind of coverage. But it is a regular scheduled time for unlimited questions. Anybody that's a member of the channel. I think we'll take a look at Bitcoin too, even though we looked at it last night. Yeah, so this is lining up for a significantly bullish move here, guys. Like a breakout through this price level is what I was talking about last night. This might bring it down just a little bit. But like a breakout here through the 63.88.7. Hopefully you've been following along with our updated TradingView charts and Discord alerts, and you've gotten into a long position here. You would have gotten into a partial, expecting to get into more of one here. It didn't work out. It didn't come down quite as low as expected. We just kind of like missed it by like a few dollars, really. But either way, you should be bullish in this position with the expectation to close out of it somewhere around here in this green ellipse. Got quite a few big moves to the upside coming up here as we exit the end of the month. And another reading where we've got a high for the month towards the very end of the month. So that's lining up pretty solid. Stick around towards the end of this live stream. I'm going to let you guys know about our last special offer for 2025 one-year readings. It's the last special offer of 2024 for 2025 one-year readings, guys. The fourth quarter is when they get super, super in demand. We won't be doing special offers on them at that time. What's a 2025 one-year reading look like? So this is basically what a one-year reading looks like, guys. This is the Bitcoin one-year reading. We have a low for the year somewhere around January, and you can see very end of January where we have it low for the year. We had some possibility of another one in April, not the strong, or March, April wasn't the strongest, and then in August. And in August, we came down almost to it, not quite. As far as highs, Science card high. We really still have this high coming up here at the end of the year, guys. Probably in early October, and October's looking kind of ugly for Bitcoin. The October reading for Bitcoin will be coming out probably tomorrow night. So, so if you've got early access, you should see that before then. Yeah, but strong possibility of a high there in November. Actually, it looks like for the year, and this has been pretty solid reading. We missed a couple of highs here, but this reading was also done. My God, the Bitcoin reading was done so long ago. One crypto readings, I only started doing crypto maybe like maybe like 3 years ago. Not even 2.5 years ago. My point being is that I've gotten a lot better at these 1 year since this Bitcoin reading was made. It's not an awful reading. I'm just saying I've gotten quite a bit better, a lot more experience. But here's the 2020. What am I looking for? Where'd it go? Ah, it was created June 16th, 2023. So like, over a year ago. A lot of 1 year's been done since then. Yeah, so we probably go into a high right now. Like this probably rises into a high. On for another 10 minutes here, guys. If anybody has any questions. Hey, it was luck. Like I was just saying, I'm on for another 10 minutes. Let me know what you want to know. So far, the S&P monthly's been pretty solid, guys. We had a low here on the 6th. We had a low here on the what was it, the 9th or the 13th? 6. Oh, 11th. I said 13th. Sorry. A 6th and the 11th. Right? Nailed both of those. We had a high here at the start of the month. Nailed that. We had another pretty significant high here right after the low. And you could see that took place. And then we went into higher price. So we had a high here on the 17th. High here on the 18th, 19th. And so we should have another one here today. There's two ways that this could play out candlestick wise. We could have a candle body here that's higher than this. That would indicate a high. Or we can meet intraday. We can meet a higher price level. But I think it's probably going to be like a candlestick type of thing. What are my thoughts on Meta, PLTR, or IWM day trade shorts? Meta's one that we start covering monthly basis by the day come December readings, which sounds like it's a ways away, but really once we're back on we're not behind anymore come October 1st-ish, the or the December readings will be coming out very, very shortly. It's pretty risky here because the overall trend is still to the upside. I don't think I would do it in meta because it's just too risky. You might see some down today, but overall, I'd want to stay to the overall trend for the like what I see on a greater trend for the month, which is to the upside here. Whoa. Matter of fact, it's risky. I got a unicursal, so there's probably a sharp drop in here today. But even so, it's still pretty risky to me. I personally wouldn't do it. I like more clarity. Let's take a look at PLTR. PLTR is one of the tickers covered with our total access pass. Yeah, this is another one that's a little risky to short it. I know we're pretty overbought on it when we look at the RSI, but my sense is that this is another one that's going to have like a high over the next couple of days and then a sharp drop at the very end of the month. So like it depends on what your time horizon is. Are you looking to like for a short just for the day? Probably too risky. You're looking for a short into the beginning of the next month. Probably less risky, but looking at the lust card as the beginning of October, still kind of risky. There's a significant trough in there though, right on the cusp. So if you're nimble, you could probably catch it. This isn't something that I would recommend to like a new trader, somebody with low risk tolerance. And then the final one, IWM. Wow, look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. That was drawn like when we were in the midst of retrograde. The reversal came like a day or two earlier, just like it did in a lot of the readings, but still drew that pretty solid, guys. Look, it comes down almost exactly 2. Crazy. Those were notes for Mercury retrograde, the past Mercury retrograde strategy if you're new to the channel. Ooh, I would not short this one. No. I just got a clairvoyant impression to avoid shorting this one today. I would not do it. So you like risky trades, it was luck. You like to do those risky trades. It's exciting. I imagine you probably make more money focusing on less risky ideas more frequently. Generally how it goes. But hey, you know, to each their own. So that was probably the high right there. What is that, 950? Still a few minutes, I think, where it could pan out, but more likely that we're going to go into a low here. This is going to head south. This is going to head south. Yeah, so if we come and if we hit this price level here, I'd say there's opportunity to open up. I would open up a partial short for a day trade because the breakout card at the high means we might break out through this price level. If we do that, I would add to it. And you're looking to exit out of the short here. Second opportunity at the end of the day, but I would not wait for it. There's going to be some bullish behavior in between the first and the second opportunity. Yeah, I'm going to enter in now, guys. All right, and if we have this spike here, I would add to the short. If we end up at a high, we're kind of like in RSI wise, kind of in a precarious location. Not the best entry point, but I open up a partial just in case that was the high there. But it does look like it's going to come to fruition. We're going to end up with this high here just after 10 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. We're going to have that high. I think it's probably a fake out, like I said, a breakout, but a fake out kind of. But be careful because it's not a nullified victory card, so it's not like really a certainty. Based on Meta being bullish, would it be advisable to buy on a dip today? Where did my Meta go? Did I close it? It's like, it's not, from a technical standpoint, it's like a really bad place to enter into a long position when you're already in this kind of RSI overbought territory. Doesn't mean you won't make money, but like you want to get into a practice of doing the best, like doing the best, like, how do I say it? You don't want to get into a practice of betting on something that doesn't happen often. And this is entering into a position here more often than not is going to be a bad move. I don't think it's necessarily one in this case, but most of the time it is. So you're much better getting into a practice of looking for entries when you have one of your requirements being that it's oversold down below this 20 or this 30 mark here. I think probably buying on a dip today is not a bad idea. Based on similar kind of guidance going for SPY, which is to buy on a dip. Yeah, buy on the dip. That's a good one. With that said, guys, that special offer, if you're interested in getting some 2025 one-year readings completed before 2025, probably the cutoff to get them done before 2025 starts is going to be the end of October. But as far as any special offers for 2025 one-year readings taking place in 2024, we're already offering the final 2025 one-year readings special offer. There's 8 days left, or 9 days left. 8 days left, something like that. It ends at the end of the month, my friends. 7 days left. Ends at the end of the month. So if you're interested in buy 2 1 years, get 1 free, which is a $500 discount, then message me on Discord, message me on the website, and I will set you up with that link. You're welcome. It was luck. Thanks for the support. Much love and appreciation. Blessings. Guys, I'm going to keep guiding along on the live Discord trade alerts for this trade. But before I go, just keep in mind, the plan is if we break out through this price level, I'm going to open up more of a short position. I opened up one right around here, open up more of a short position, and I'm looking to close a short position for a day trade here just after 1 o'clock. The main trade, however, is to get into a long position for an overnight swing. I probably open up a partial long, a very small long when I close the short, and then at the close of the day, I'd add to that long if we see a good opportunity. All right, my friends. Thanks for watching. Blessings to all my angels.